You know what time it is, boys and girls and men and women of YouTube that watch my videos. You know, even grandmas and grannies. Alright, so today we're talking about fucking Teen Wolf. Today's Monday, blah, 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 blah. So you know what it is, time for talking Teen Wolf here. I'm going to split the beans for you. So pretty much this whole episode is about, if you saw the preview, it was about the benefactor, or like the Teen Wolf, Teen Watch, whatever, Wolf Watch, whatever it's called. They call him the Mute. I can't breathe right now. I just ran. Okay, they call him the Mute. So the Mute is the Mute, and he's mute, and he can't speak. He's a killer. He's a god. No, he's not though. But he's a killer. So the rapper, all right, he's a killer. All right, he kills. He kills Sean's whole family. He kills his brother, his older brother, his mother, his daddy. He kills them all with a hunting axe. So yeah, pretty much that goes down. And then as you noticed, when we go back to the killing, blah blah blah. Or so we go to school. You know, lacrosse practice is going on. Everything. You have Styles and Scott talking and everything, doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So they're talking about lacrosse. You know, the season's gonna get started and everything like that. So they go to practice. Well, tryouts, I guess. Then practice. There, he's on the team automatically, obviously. But for Starvo, the captain, stuff like that. So pretty much this new kid named Liam, best lacrosse player ever out there. Well, better than Scott. Unless Scott uses his wolf powers, goes off on everybody, and wrecks some ass. But other than that, he's good to go. So then after that. So then after that we have, but yeah, all right. So then we're talking to the Peter, Derek, and the mercenary. I forgot her name. I don't know her name. I forgot her name. The mercenary. You know what I'm talking about. Peter and Derek are hiring her to find Kate, pretty much, because Kate disappeared after the incident with the bomb and the stealing of $170 million or stuff like that. So they have to find Kate, see if, I guess they know what happened to his eyes, because his eyes are yellow now instead of his true eyes, which are blue, because he killed somebody. I think, yeah, because he killed somebody, his eyes changed. But all of a sudden his eyes are yellow. So yellow pretty much means that he's just a werewolf, like Scott was. Scott was yellow. Pretty much, he never killed anybody at all. So yeah. So what? Oh, yeah, it was the same. All right. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Make a price and everything like that. And Derek says that if you find Kate, we'll pay you after you find her. Stuff like a whole bunch of stuff like that. And then Peter says, "Why'd you do that? You stupid fool!" And then Peter sees that his eyes are different and everything like that, so then he wants to know why. That's why Derek wants to find Kate, because he wants to know why his eyes are like that. To get some answers, alright? Answers. That's all we need, answers. Alright, so then we go back, to school. Then you have, what's it? We have, Scott and, Kira. No, first. Alright, I'm going all over the place. Okay, so Kira is moving, but she didn't tell Scott yet, or anybody else yet, but her parents are planning on moving back to New York City, so because it was temporary, I guess, because of pretty much the event that went down at school. Well, the Oni Kitsune, all shit like that. Pretty much, I think that's why they were in Mystic Falls. But other than that, that's it. So then that, sorry if I don't know why. All right, so then that goes down. So then we have that. So then we go back to school. Then we have Scott and Kira talking, and I think Kira wanted to tell Scott that that they're moving back to New York, but that doesn't go down. Oh yeah, but then before that happens, we have Malia. She doesn't like math class. Nobody likes math class. Who doesn't? And then she doesn't understand it, so she walks out of class. Everything like that goes down. She walks out of class. Alright, she walks out of class. And then Styles brings her back, pushes her back in there, and everything like that. And then she sits down and everything. Then Lydia's talking to her, stuff like that. So then they're talking. Then the teacher calls Lydia. It's a random guy. And then Malia up to the board to do a problem. So pretty much Malia doesn't get it at all. So Lydia helps her out helps her figure out help her with the problem and all stuff like that. Then she has her claws out, I guess, but she doesn't notice it. And then pretty much that's it. That's the end. And then Scott gets a text message from his phone saying about the murders, 3 homicides that happened. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 homicides. So he killed. Yeah, alright. From the mute guy, the benefactor, which is we don't know yet, but the mute guy, pretty much. He has that. So then he does that. So then alright. So we have the mute guy. Blah 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 blah. So then we go back to alright. The mute guy, yeah. And then they have Kira, Styles, and Scott talking. That's where the scene comes up. And then Styles, I think he goes to be nosy and stuff like that to figure out about the murder and stuff like that. While Kira and Scott's talking up there at the locker. Then the bell rings. And Scott has to hurry to class. So then Scott kisses Kira. And Kira's just standing in the hallway like she never knew what happened. Or like she was shocked and everything. And obviously she liked it. And then Scott, when he got the class, figured out what he'd done. So he was like, and he said, "Uh-oh." So he was like, "I don't know what I've done. I'm stupid. I'm dumb." That's what he did. He did the dumb thing. And he was being him. It was a quick action. They're not together until like later on in the episode, I guess you could say. But he doesn't like ask her out. So I don't know. There's a hookup. Is all I got to say. So that goes down. Then you have. Oh yeah. Then they show Scott. Not Scott. They show. That's not really important scene. All right, I say it anyway. All right, so they show Scott's mom talking to All right, I don't care about that. All right, fast forward a little bit. Blah 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 blah. All right, so we show Lydia in the house where Sean's family got murdered with the deputy. He comes in there. He goes in there with the not files, but he sees her. They start talking a little bit, saying that she's at every scene. And then the deputy says that he said, "Is she psychic?" And then she said she doesn't believe it. And then she opens this, and then she starts seeing like pictures and stuff on the wall, like the woodwork has like pictures of people are dying, like screaming and stuff like that in pain. So she touches the picture, pushes it in, and boom, she finds all the dead bodies, stuff like that going on. So then they find all the dead bodies, stuff like that. So then Lydia calls Scott. Or first, at the practice, everything. Scott's not doing work. Styles, sucks at shooting. That's what Styles said. But Scott was off his game because he wasn't in one human mode. He was trash at lacrosse. He wasn't hitting anything at all. He kept on missing a whole bunch of stuff like that. So all of a sudden he turns up when he puts his power on when they have to do the two defense. Yeah, two defense. I forgot what the coach called it. I love Coach. He's so fucking funny. I love him. Alright, he does the two defense, stuff like that. Then Liam, the new guy, the cross player, he does a work out there, making every shot and everything like that. And then the first time he gets wrecked by the second time. Alright, they're shooting. Everybody's shooting while they're blocking. They're whooping ass, making them fall, knocking the ball out the stick, everything like that. And then here comes Liam. First time he makes it. He goes right by him. Then the second time, Malia says, "I bet you $10 for Scott and Styles would do it work," or something like that. So then that goes down, and then the coach says, "Do it." And then Liam, he does his thing, and then Scott goes, he growls a little bit, but he doesn't his eyes don't turn red, but he growls a little bit. So then he fucking breaks Liam's ankle. At first I thought it was his arm, because the way his arm was, like, when he got up and everything, it was like a retard. It was like, it was like that. I don't know what was going on, but then it worked, bronc it up, boom, and it was done. Alright, so then we have that, so then we go back to, they're right. Then we go back there in the hospital, bring him to the hospital, stuff like that, and then before they get to the hospital, Scott and Kira have a passionate make-out session and everything like that. So that goes down. That's still there. Alright. Alright, so then that goes down. So then we have Scott. Oh yeah, and they have a makeout scene and everything like that. So I guess you can say they're a couple now, but I don't know. So then we go to the hospital. Lydia calls, alright, first, Styles leaves the hospital, and then it shows Styles and Malia studying together. Then Malia starts making out with them. And then they start studying back again, and Scott says something, and then he realized why Malia does the colors, like the highlight colors with red, green, and yellow. Green she understands, yellow she's getting there, and then red she doesn't understand at all. And then he looks at the board where he has all the murders and stuff connected together. So pretty much that is where he gets that from, pretty much. Like all the stuff like that, that's where he gets that from. So then, yeah. Quick, my neck, because my neck hurts. Alright, so then they're talking, blah, 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 blah. So then we have, so we go back to the hospital. Lydia calls Scott. Oh yeah, first, the black doctor, I guess that's his dad, or adopted dad, one of the two things, so I guess you could say. So, yeah, that's his adopted dad or dad, one of the two things. I don't remember. I think, that's something. I think it's his dad or adopted dad, and his mom. I think it might be his dad. Or she might have married him. Something, I think that. Something with the family. So pretty much, he does that. He does that. That happens. But pretty much, Lydia calls Scott, tells her to find Sean. Because Sean is the man, start with an M. They just said it on there. He's a zombie. He's a cannibal. Like if you show, he's a cannibal. He has to eat human flesh. So that's why the bodies, I guess, were there in the basement or in a secret apartment in the house. So I guess the whole family was cannibals, pretty much. So they ate. Yeah. So I guess that's why the whole family was cannibals. So they had to feed on human flesh. I started with an M. That's what they said on Wolf Watch, which is on right now, but it said with an M. So then we have that, and then Sean attacks Styles. Sean attacks Scott's mom, and then Scott comes out with alpha form barring at him, attacks him, not attacks him, but grabs him and everything like that, kicks him off, and then his said go kick his ass, stuff like that, and then Liam, there you go, Liam, I said Shane. Liam, like a retard, goes down the hallway, like a typical horror movie, I guess you could say, and hears noises and stuff like that. He brings him out, and then he grabs him, he brings him up to the roof, and then, what's his face? I keep forgetting the names. Not Tyler Posey. That's not his real name. That's his real name, Scott. Alright. Scott attacks him on the roof, and then, he tries to reason him and say, you can help him, but he said all he needs is human meat, so he needs human flesh, pretty much. So then, yeah, he plurs him over, I guess he's gonna bite into him or something like that. So then Scott, it transitions into a slow motion jump scene kind of thing, then boom, he attacks him, and then he rolls off the roof, which looks so fake, like he really, like he just jumped off of it, I don't know. And then, Scott grabs for him and everything like that, and then Sean starts to take off his other arm, and puts it behind his back and everything like that, and Liam slipping. It's the only thing that he could think of that Scott could think of is to bite him on the arm. So he bites him on the wrist right here to hold him, and then all of a sudden, Sean is off of him and he's dead. He finds an axe in him, and he picks up Liam off the thing and everything like that, blah, blah, blah. So then he has an axe in him, and then the mute guy tells Scott to shush, and then he walks away. So then it shows Liam in pain by the bite of his arm. So pretty much he's going to become a werewolf, or he could die. So I think he's going to become a werewolf, because why would they kill off a character? So yeah. Pretty much a great episode. Can't wait to the next one. It was like a cliffhanger at the end there, especially. My gosh. And I love Coach. So funny. All his jokes and shit he says. And I guess, and then Kira is going to play lacrosse because they showed it in the preview. I think it was like last week or some shit. Something like that. Yeah. So pretty much Kira's going to play lacrosse because I already saw that. Not the episode, but if I did, I already have the reviews already for you guys. Already, like a week before, but I'm not that famous, but I'm getting there. Alright guys, so deuces, peace on the streets, Don't let them already put you down. Join the pack. Subscribe. Instagram. Everything. Blah. Join the pack. Wolf pack. Alright, we're all alphas around here. Okay, no betas. Maybe a megas out there, but we're all alphas, okay? In our own little pack group of friends, alright? Boom, remember that. Alphas. Out.